Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Swiss Army Dan coming at you with another Swiss Army knife video. I had a request from a special viewer who wanted me to take a look at the different styles of crosses and emblems, Swiss shields, logos, whatever you want to call them, on Swiss Army knives. So I'm gonna go through several different ones. This is not a comprehensive list. I'm definitely not including all the versions out there, but I tried to get some different ones to show you guys. These days, let's see, if you get a Celador Swiss Army knife, it's gonna look like that. It's nice stainless steel, very neat, inlaid into the plastic there. You can feel it if you run your finger over it. And they were like that back in the day too, but here's one that's a little bit older. This is probably from the 60s or 70s. I don't know how well the color difference is going to come through, but these older ones will get a patina on them because they're made of nickel silver. And kind of get like a goldish, bronzish tint to them. The other thing you'll notice about these is that this one just looks a little bit more neat, hand done. I mean, this one looks a little bit more hand done, like the inner workings. Seems like a little bit more precise with these newer ones. What else? Small differences, but basically the same. I think the big difference there is the color. And then like right here, looks a little bit different. Here's another little bit older one. This is from a Pioneer with that Victoria stamp on it. I'm sorry, a Spartan. But there it is again compared to a newer one. So I mean, that's like the standard cross that you'll see, the crest that you'll see. There's different variations. On the newer Delamont series, it looks like this, and it's just like it printed on there. Like with this Midnight Manager, it's kind of the same deal. It's just kind of printed on there. Concurrently in the 60s and all the way up until 91 or 92, they had like an alternate, which I guess today's version of that would be like the nylon scales, the 2 series, like a cheaper alternative. Or at least they were like that in the 70s. It seems like maybe I've read that they had lower quality assurance standards with the economy line, which started as the Victorinox line. This is an old Victorinox camper here, and had this shape of the crest, the shield, that's just rounded that way, and that carried over into the economy line. I don't have an economy right now. It says economy on there, you see, but here's just a picture of what that would be like. And so that's going to be like the cheaper series. So it started out as Victorinox, then it went to the economy line or eco line, and then it turned into the 2 series that we have today with the nylon scales. I don't have any of the 2 series, but you know, it's a nylon like this, and here's the way they put the cross on there. It's like this you know, silver looking print on there. You can feel it, you know, it's textured. So I hope that makes sense. You know, they had the Victoria, which then turned into standard Victorinox line, which looked like this, and then they had the Victorinox Victorinox or economy series. So there you go for that. Here's this 108 millimeter. And that's how they address the cross on the Safari Trooper. I think that's really neat looking. I think it's a really cool looking knife. Seems like a good knife that you'd want to have with you in the snow. Really easy to find, right? There's so many different variations for the Alox models. A lot of them you'll find, that with the different colors, we'll just keep the same color on the shields that way. But there's nicer ones, which I don't have any of, which will, have a red shield or a different color shield against whatever color Alox it is. And those are really neat. Those tend to get pricey. I know, like, there's the Black Beauty, which is which is a soldier, but it's black. Those things go for crazy amounts. Like, wow, I don't think I could see myself spending that much on a Swiss Army knife. Even though, like, I'm a total Swiss Army knife geek, I don't think I could buy one of those. But they're really cool. Maybe if I, hit the lottery with the company pool or whatever, I would do it. But no, I would just donate that money to charity, right? Eventually, all this money is going to go to charity one day, right? And that charity might be avoiding eviction. Anyway, hey, here's an electrician, and there's several other variations when the Alox look like this with this old cross. Like there's a black and white variation I've seen that's really cool. But for the Alox, they didn't have this modern looking cross on there for a long time. They just had this, which is really cool. What else can I show you? So the new soldiers look like this, and so when you see an Alox with this kind of emblem on it, it could be Wenger or Victorinox, but it's a soldier model with this very rounded crest there. It looks like a shield. I guess most of them, you could say that about most of them, but when you see that, it's a soldier, and those can be either Wenger or Victorinox. The newer soldiers are only made by Victorinox, and it really looks a lot like the economy shield that they're using now. Okay, where's that Elinox? Yeah, but it's closer to that, isn't it? It's on the newer soldiers. Wenger has its own array of versions of their shield and crest too. Maybe I'll do another Wenger video later. On the Steglo, they always just print them on there, and that's kind of a drawback. I've heard people complain about that. You can see I have carried this one quite a bit, and it's starting to rub off a little bit there. And then on the classics, sometimes they'll just they change it up with the classics. So anyway, I think I'll stop there. Showed you quite a few. Maybe there's more to be said about all these, and I know it's not a comprehensive list I gave you there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I want to remind you just to be kind to each other in your daily lives. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Swiss Army Dan's out.